We're going to have a discussion here about on customer relationships. Our research has showed consistently that most firms aren't realizing the immense potential of your customers to grow the business. So here's what I mean by the immense potential to grow the business. Here's a list, critical growth objectives that probably you all have at least one or two of these. Maybe you're not getting traction, maybe the inefficiency, like your marketing is getting inefficient, it's not getting the results it used to, and so forth. Here's what I mean by customers crushing these kinds of objectives. So go to market, OnePlus, their first phone, when they first launched the OnePlus One, they formed a community, they co-created the first phone, they evangelized it, result first year revenue of $330 million with minimal marketing cost. Acquisition, Salesforce customers, quote, closed, unquote, 80% of prospects who attended their live events. No sales pitch required. Talking to a peer, transparent conversation, closed 80% of those. What that means is they eventually became customers, the prospects did themselves. SaaS Canada, fully restored seriously declining retention rates that had fallen down into the mid-80s, back up to what they were used to, the mid-90s. 50 customer champions organized 20 live events in 13 cities that drew 2,000 people, among other things. That's what restored those retention rates. Market share.
It's very interesting what you say about kind of co-creation and co-innovation with customers, thinking about customers as a way to help actually actively crush growth objectives. I can think of a real example in our business where that started to happen. You know, we recently bought from one of our customers a technology platform that they had developed, and we are now sort of scaling it up for use with our customer base more broadly. The process of doing that has also caused us to think about how we collaborate with them in the future, you know, to continue to kind of innovate together. And so the concept you raised, Bill, of like seeing the customers as a kind of partner in that ultimate goal is a great way of thinking about it.
Starting up a new side of our business with a new customer target group, which is the fleet group. So at the moment, there's all these fleet drivers going out, paying for parking, and there's a real opportunity to improve that user experience. So instead of going through the traditional approach of, right, we've got to hire, you know, a fantastic business development team, and we've got to spend millions on marketing, actually, can we kind of follow the tracks of some of the companies you mentioned earlier, Bill, in still achieving that growth, but just through a different means?
Well, first of all, I just love the opportunity to hear from other CEOs and discuss some of these different topics. Kind of iterating in our product development, we're starting it out of the customer success org and focused on champions. So the people who really love our product, really understand our product, and kind of creating it as this kind of high-end model. And then